thank you so much for sharing this moment with us. I want to briefly introduce you to reference and relationship to today's theme. Alongside our client work, we host a series of festivals and interventions across Europe that connect artists, designers, and brands. Real human connection is at the core of what we do. It's the core of cultural relevancy today. We're in a moment where culture doesn't really get to rest. If anything, is accelerating. Everything is circulating, copied, clipped, turned into content and product. In that kind of environment, being real becomes a style, a currency, sometimes even a strategy. Meanwhile, technological acceleration and the arrival of AI bring new questions about what is real and what is not. It seems like everyone now is so hyper-individual that they look the same. What I love about having Twigs here is that her work balances this tension so well between feeling so authentic and yet undeniably precise and considered. So yeah, I'm super excited to have you here, my dear friend, and it's absolutely an honor for us. Let me get straight to the point. Let's start with a few personal questions, okay? So, when you hear the word authenticity, do you feel drawn to it or suspicious of it? Does authenticity have meaning today, or in your work, let's say?
I think for me, I know I'm being authentic when I'm not thinking about it. It's not something that I really think about when I write a song or when I'm making a video. Often I feel when I'm uncomfortable in the studio, when I'm uncomfortable in a lyric, or when something makes me recoil a bit, that's when I know I need to go further into that subject or into that feeling, because it means it's something inside me that's probably very true and very vulnerable. So I think, I don't really think, oh, today I'm going to make an authentic piece of art, because I think as soon as I've thought that, it's automatically not going to be, because I'm trying to perceive myself too much, whereas I think I need to feel, something a little bit icky to know that I should explore it more.
And in your own work, what feels most real to you right now? The emotion, the body, the image, or the system around it? Or what feels most fake?
I think at the moment I'm just learning that I need to be a student again. I'm really leaning into learning a new language, pushing some of my skills. You know, I've been pole dancing for a few years, and I know that I've been relying on a few of the same tricks, especially live. So I've been really pushing myself physically to do things that feel more dangerous. I'm going to go to LA for the Grammys in a week or so.
Congratulations.
But
Yay!
But my side quest with the Grammys is actually to go and train with a friend of mine called Teak, who's an amazing wushu artist. So I'm going to go and pick up the sword again and just do a week of sword training amongst all of the Grammy madness. And I think when I'm learning something, I feel real. When I feel like I'm not very good at something yet, I feel that's a very grounding and humbling and real feeling for me as an artist.
So how are the preparations going for the world tour?
They're going really well. I'm just about to. Well, I've spent all week in sort of preliminary music rehearsals again, learning, playing some instruments again that I've not picked up for a while, and all the dancers are about to come into town in the next week or two, and I'm forcing them to learn all new skills as well. I say forcing, everyone's very willing, but I'm really pushing everyone to learn a new skill on the tour, whether it's a different style of dance or if it's playing an instrument they've never played. I really want us to do something on tour that feels very uncomfortable. Yeah, it's going really well. I'm just relying on the talent and the magic of the people on stage.
Where do you draw the line between vulnerability and exposure?
That's a good question. I love being vulnerable in my work, and I love being vulnerable and feeling like I need to work towards something to reach the goal. Exposure feels, I don't know, to me, exposure feels maybe something not about my work and something about my personality or who I am or my life that I didn't actively want to share as a person. I think that I really just want to concentrate on the work that I'm putting out into the world and have that be the highlight of what I do, not so much, not who I am. I don't mind sharing that, but I guess there's things in my life that are just for me. So I guess as someone that's willingly and unwillingly in the public eye, exposure feels like maybe when somebody's like been digging into me in a way that doesn't feel graceful or respectful, you know?
And is there like anything you deliberately keep off camera? Or like, you know, you off stage or out of the work?
I don't know. I mean, I think...
Or is it full transparency?
I mean, I'm fully transparent. I don't have anything to hide at this point. I mean, I've been doing this for 15 years. There's nothing really to hide. I think sometimes there's just things in my personal life that is just for me. It's my happy place, and I don't want it dissected or judged or talked about. It's just mine, but I don't actively hide it. It's just something that I protect, I guess.
So it's like realness pure. It's like realness pure. Full transparency. Okay, let's shift to like a broader cultural conversation. I wouldn't describe your work as mainstream per se, even though you have a huge audience. But you know, but though I'm not sure I know what the term means in the end. You know, so I'm curious if you categorize yourself, or in your opinion, or if counterculture still exists, you know? Does it still have any meaning, or are you part of it? Would you see yourself as being part of a genre, or?
I mean, I feel very much a part of the subcultures that inspired me, raised me, took me under their wing. I live a very grounded life in the terms of I like to go out, I like to explore new things, I like to meet new people, I like to meet people that are different to me, and I like to listen to them, and then I like to be a part of a family. I don't have a really big family of my own, so for me, queer culture, you know, of recent years, dance music and dance culture that comes around it. One half of me, my own black culture. All of, I don't know, even through my boyfriend, goth culture, you know, these things that kind of have come into my life. It's like they become my home and they become a support system. And I always think as an artist, it's my responsibility to be gentle with these things, and I allow myself to be inspired by these things, and I try to give back, and I try to be around new young artists and just listen, really. So in that way, I very much feel, I don't know, I don't really feel like I'm mainstream. I know that it might appear that way, but I'm actually really not at all, I don't think. Because I don't really get those mainstream kind of looks or opportunities in some ways, because I just don't always want to compromise or feel like I've given something away that I can't get back. I want to have a career that's long and beautiful and meandering and gentle, and I don't mind that it kind of goes off course and it sort of comes back, because I'm just having fun and I feel inspired.
How do you communicate to your audience, let's say community building, which is also like maybe, it's like that's how we actually, it's also your currency, sell records. So community building, consumerism. How do you combine this, and how do you engage with them? Like, are you doing things to like really like, dive deeper, get closer to them? Do you think social media is like an accelerator or something that is helpful?
I'm just living. I don't really like try to like dive into anything, or I don't actively think, okay, I'm going to be close to this group of people. Like, these people are my friends. Like, this is just like my life. I think I moved out of home for the first time when I was 18 or 19, and then I just went to East London, and then East London just raised me, and I still know all the same people, and I go to the same places, and I don't know, I guess I don't see myself as separate from it. I'm just in it, and I'm not like clinging on to anything. It's just my life. I don't know, I'd much rather like hang out. I'd much rather like just to hang out with my friends that are young artists that inspire me than go to like a fancy party or something like that, I think.
No, because like, also like from our experience, we do like, takeovers and like existing clubs. You would just appear and like do something, surprise people and say, hey, I'm gonna sing a song for you. And this is also why I love you so much, because you are so spontaneous and genuine also with your audience. I just wonder how you feel about, all of this acceleration, and then like, thinking about how to, build real human connection. Is this like, are we unlearning things? Like, are we unlearning how to be humans?
In terms of like the internet?
Or is it just all about like faster, 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 and like move on, and what's your take on this?
I think things just come back around. I think it has been faster, 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 and I think that the internet has created this amazing playground for so many people to connect. I mean, in some ways you could say, people connecting online and through social media is not real because, they're not meeting in real life, but then at the same time, maybe it's created an amazing link to people that wouldn't know other people that thought like them or were into the same things that they were into. I mean, when I was growing up, I grew up pre-internet, actually. When I was a teenager, I didn't know that there were like, say for example, brown or black ballet dancers. I just knew that in my area there were no brown or black ballet dancers, and it blew my mind when I got to my early 20s and I discovered Elvin Ailey and all these incredible dancers that I didn't know that there were places for me with my body type where I could go and I could be celebrated, genuinely. I didn't know, but now you see, you just can Google it and look online and follow other dancers and be inspired. So I don't think it's a bad thing. I think everything is going faster, but I actually, in some ways, quite like it because it means that when you slow down, it really means something. When I concentrate on a project and I slow down now, it really means something to push everything to the side and just solely do this one act of love and this one act of service, I guess, to something. It's just about rituals and service, really, I think. When you serve something that you love now, it feels bigger and better because the rest of the world is very frivolous and kind of like there's a transaction to a lot of things. So when something feels real, it's like the best thing in the whole world. So I think we're getting faster, but I think we're also slowing down, is my answer to that question.
Totally. I mean, I think it's work in progress. What does culture need most right now? Or what does it not need anymore?
I don't know. I'm not that worried about culture.
Because you are.
I don't know. I don't feel that way. I genuinely, I mean, I guess even that question, it suggests that there's something wrong. But for me, honestly, I don't feel that worried about it. I feel there's so many amazing things going on.
Love your radical optimism.
Really?
Here. Yeah.
I don't know. I see like big articles saying, I don't know, clubs are dead, like dance music are dead. And although it's like such a shame, I do see so many incredible institutions being shut down and not having funding and being turned into blocks of flats. I do see that, and that is devastating. But at the same time, I see lots of underground raves popping up and lots of illegal raves and lots of warehouses and kids creating their own communities and not putting it online. And there's an incredible party going on in London at the moment where there are no phones allowed. I'm not even going to say what it is, but like there was this amazing party that just happened for a few weeks and everyone was going, have you been to this place? Have you been to this place? And there were no phones allowed, and now it's already shut. It was almost in an abandoned building that was getting turned into something else. I don't think that culture's dead. I just think you've got to know where to go.
Lovely. You have to imagine we're also friends, so it's like... Okay.
You know where to go. You've taken me out.
I mean, that's authentic, right?
You know what I mean?
We're not simulating it.
No, but you know where to go. You've taken me.
But, you know, okay, finally, like, what makes you most excited about the future? Because, you know, you're so optimistic. I mean, you have all the reasons to be, but, like, you know, what makes you most, or actually, like, also, so that's, like, what are you excited about? The future, and also what makes you really, really most freaked out?
Well, excited about the future and freaked out?
No, generally.
Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, I'm excited to, I mean, personally, for me, I guess as an artist, I'm excited to explore this journey of Eusexua and my tour and everything that I've created to the absolute maximum that it can be, and then feel completely lost. I'm excited to finish the journey and just to feel like rubbish again, and to not know what to do. And then in terms for like everybody else, I guess, I'm excited for the world to heal. I'm excited for people to feel safer with our leaders and safer in society. I'm excited for young people to be able to hold on to something tangible, I think. I empathize a lot with the younger generation because there's just, nothing feels real sometimes. It's almost like so ridiculous and so outlandish that maybe it's hard to kind of truly feel grounded. So I hope that we can provide young people with something that they can really plant their roots into and be the next generation to fix, you know, this mess that we've created.
So we need also better support systems, right?
Say that again?
We need better support systems, I guess. Yeah.
I think so. I mean, when I was really young, when I was at college, I actually wanted to study to be a child psychologist and work with young people. And my first jobs were very much about working in youth centres. I used to work with a lot of refugees and actually just teach them about pop music from the UK, and we'd do these dances together and just to try and make them feel like they could belong, like in their new home. And I think it was, I mean, I can't remember the year, but I remember the government changed and all the youth centres got shut down. And, you know, I actually recorded my first song in a youth centre as well. And these places are amazing hubs for community and like people to get together. So it would be good to see, I don't know, just a more love put into supporting young people to be their best selves, because so many good things came out of those classes that we used to teach, and it was so devastating when they got shut down. But yeah, again, it kind of goes back to being online as well, because I guess even without that, there are communities that can be built. So I don't think, listen, nothing is a bad thing, basically. We just have to do the best with what we have, you know.
Being hybrid.
Yeah, we have to do the best with what we have, you know.
Thank you so much.